There are two different schools of thought when it comes down to opportunities. There's one community. These are a lot of motivational speakers that'll say things like, if you missed out on an opportunity, don't worry about it. Life is abundant with a number of opportunities. Another one's around the corner. It's like missing the bus. If you miss 3:30s around the corner, it's going to be all right. Don't stress out about it. That's one community. Here's the other community. You ready? This other community says, in your lifetime, you're probably going to get a couple big opportunities that are going to present themselves. Could be a meeting, could be a sit-down, could be a interaction with somebody that you could impress the person, where the person goes back and says, I want to do some kind of business with you. That one opportunity could completely change your life. Don't screw it up. Be prepared for it. That's one school of thought. Who is right? I'm going to tell you a story here. It's 2012-2013 NBA season. The Miami Heat are facing off the Pacers. That year, the Pacers were very strong. They had a strong center, Hibbert, and they're going against each other. Miami has LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and this is a good matchup. They go in the playoffs. Game 1, Miami against the Pacers. There's only 2.2 seconds left on the shot clock. Pacers are ahead, 102 to 101. The game is in Miami. If Pacers win, this is a big statement to the world. And it hurts Miami because they beat them in their home. What happens with 2.2 seconds left? The coach, I know this because he's a Laker coach, not Vogel, decides to take Hibbert out. He sits him down. I'm like, what are you doing? This guy's playing incredible defense. You got to keep him in. He takes him out. Inbound pass to who? LeBron James. By the free throw line. LeBron turns around, goes in for the left-handed layup with 0 left on the shot clock. They win the game. Everybody's jumping all over the place. Afterwards, commentators are talking, and everybody says, well, you know, this sometimes happens, but they got to come back, and this one you got to be mentally tough, and this one you got to, and I bet the coach in the locker room is probably saying this. What do you think the coach is saying in the locker room? We're going to be all right. We can make the recovery. Kenny Smith turns around. He's a 2-time champion with the Houston Rockets, with Akeem Olajuwon. He says the following thing here. He says, I don't know if I agree with you guys. So what do you mean? I just don't agree with you. Why not? He says, look, to assume that you're going to go back to the finals again, it's very naive. He says, I have a lot of friends that I played basketball with for a long time, great basketball players. And they had a chance one time to go to the finals and win, and they didn't. And they thought they were going to go back, and many times they never, ever went to the finals ever again, and they never got a chip. And the name of the game is getting a chip. Never went back again. I sat there and I'm listening to Kenny saying, wow, pretty powerful statement. A little bit demoralizing. Not the most optimistic statement you want to hear. But guess what happened? They never went to the championship ever again. And they could have that series. They actually could have went to the championship. We could today be saying that the Pacers were a one-time champion during that time, and LeBron would have only had 2 rings instead of his 3. But what happened? They choked. They didn't make the right decision. The opportunity presented itself. They didn't make the right decision. How does this apply to you and I? You know, these weird times that we're living in with the coronavirus and the pandemic, these are very weird times. There's going to be a very small community of people, I guarantee you, that are sitting around saying, I don't know why I'm optimistic about something good happening for me around the corner. Everybody's telling me it's the end of the world. Zombies going to be running out here soon. Apocalypse, Armageddon, whatever you want to call it. All these videos going viral and posing so much fear. I think everything's going to be all right, okay? That small community, post-pandemic, a crazy opportunity is going to present itself to them. And they're going to capitalize. But it's also going to be the majority of people in the world who during these times are going to get softer. They're going to get casual. They're going to pick up bad habits. They're going to watch so much TV. They're probably going to put on 5 to 10% of their body weight, gaining 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds of weight. Just get a little bit more, casual with their energy. And that opportunity is also going to present itself to those people, but they're not going to be ready for it. My challenge to you is don't take these times lightly and get caught and glued to the TV watching every other news as if you have any major influence to be able to slow this thing down, unless if you're somebody that's directly working with pharma or directly working with scientists or Fauci or the president, unless if you're somebody involved with helping come up with the cure, keep at it, study every single thing that's going on. But if you're not, this is a very good time to recreate yourself. So when that great opportunity presents itself, you capitalize.
Welcome and good morning. I'm Brother Eric Teray Muhammad. I am a member and affiliate of Karatbars International, independent affiliate of Karatbars International. And this is a recreation of a broadcast that we did live yesterday at the Ebony Jet Entrepreneurship Conference at the invite of the conference by way of Brother Abdul Rahman, our business partner and friend in Karatbars International. So I received a few messages throughout the night into this morning ask him if there was any way possible this presentation could be done again because it was not completed. We did do a private session on the chat room of ebonyjet.org. I'll be revisiting them at some point again today to follow with those people there. But I wanted to give the opportunity for people to see it in its fullness as we represented it on behalf of Wealth Builders Worldwide and our brother and friend, Brother Abdul Rahman. So let's go. I'm Brother Eric Teray Muhammad. I'm a bronze director with Karatbars International and a student of Wealth Builders Worldwide. I'm a member of the Nation of Islam, a follower of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm son of freedom fighter Kwame Ture, also known as Stokely Carmichael. My wife, Falami, who you see pictured there, both of us are Karatbars affiliates. In fact, she is my sponsor because she had the wherewithal and the smarts to say, look, I can pull him out of that dismal situation that he's in, not by choice, and bring us all to a lifestyle and dreams to achieve. And successfully, we have built teams across 4 continents on this world, and we are growing. Now, I want you to pay close attention to our YouTube channel. It's under the name Eric Teray Muhammad. Please like and share that channel. Subscribe that channel, like and share. You can also visit my wealth training seminars on LinkedIn as well as our Facebook pages under the same name, Eric Teray Muhammad. And to learn more about this wealth building opportunity, www.therealmoney.info will give you an overview and give you insight to the founder, Dr. Harold Seitz. And you can also reach out to my brother and friend, Brother and Mr. Abdul Rahman at 313-574-9363, or visit his free gold savings account website. That's right. You can go to his account and get your free gold savings account right now at www.cash2goldsavings.com. Big ups to you, Brother Abdul Rahman. Ramadan Mubarak. Now, what is real money? This is something that clearly has not been defined to the masses of us as a people, especially those I was speaking to in the state of Michigan, Flint, Detroit, Pontiac, Lansing, Niles, all of these areas, Ann Arbor, all of these areas are in traumatic financial distress. Traumatic financial distress. Industries are shut down. Jobs are almost null and void. And many of us are a reflection of that state right now. Many of us are around the country sitting on our couches, on our chairs, in our beds, sitting out front of our stoops with our face masks on and our gloves on. We never expected to see a day like we're seeing today. And there's never been a time in our lifetime like we're seeing today, not to the extent that it's going to come, because the worst is yet to come. It is absolutely yet to come. But what are we prepared to do? Many of us are sitting around waiting for the job to return. Many of us sitting around for our 401k. We lost it in this last stock market crash just a few weeks ago. And now we're saying, don't worry. You listen to some of your adjusters and employees to say, just give it another 10 years. It'll be back. But suppose you already worked 20 or 30. And who's to say that they have the right to take the money? Well, in order for that to be not the case, you have to know what money is, what real money is, and we offer that opportunity here.
Currencies have been backed by oil, by gold and silver, by land. As soon as you remove something that you can't, something that puts financial constraint on them, where you can't just print as much of it as you want, the currency is pretty much doomed. Basically, we used to use gold and silver, and then they come out with representations for gold and silver. All the currency in the United States and in most countries was redeemable for gold or silver at one time. Our currency used to say there have been deposited with the Treasury of the United States $100 in gold coin payable to the bearer upon demand. You go into any bank, slap down your currency on the counter, and ask for your money, your gold and silver, and they would give it to you.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Never in the history of the world has this ever happened. In 1971, the U.S. and Nixon convinced the entire world to replace gold and silver with paper money. This stuff. Cash is trash.
They just type them into a computer, the dollars. They don't have to print them anymore. It used to be that you had to mint coinage to expand the currency supply. Then you had to print paper to expand the currency supply. Now all you do is you add zeros to it.
The Federal Reserve has been given the power, the authority to create money out of thin air. But it is actually horrific. When you look back in history for the last 3,000 years, every episode of this kind of silly crap ended badly.
When everyone realizes what's happening, it's going to be a gold rush into this thing that will be it'll just blow people away.
It'll be the biggest one in history.
Yeah, it's going to make even in the shares, it's going to make the NASDAQ boom look like nothing.
It really took this economic crisis for people to start waking up. People in the United States are discovering that it's in our Constitution that only gold and silver can be money in the United States, and that the Federal Reserve notes are illegal, unconstitutional money that we're not supposed to be using.
They don't even have to print this trash anymore.
Right.
It's electronic. That is how fast it's going to hit people.
And if you think it can't hit any faster, take a look at this analogy.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, on your retirement. We'll be happy to cash out your retirement account today. Just a few of the details. Great. Now let me go get your money. There's a little bit more. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Now don't spend it all in one place.
Don't spend it all in one place. What really is in your retirement account? Think about it. We just showed you an example of the world's biggest gamble in the workforce, and we showed you the results of what possibly could happen in that gamble. I know you think gambling is only relegated to casinos and lotteries and scratch cards and whatnot, but truth be told, you were sold a bill of goods, family. You were told that setting up a portion of what you earned in an investment account, a savings account, is a great nest egg for when you finally retire from these jobs. And in some respects, it has proven to be true. But the dynamics have changed of society. Financing has changed in society. Pensions are no longer guaranteed, and thus you have 401ks, Roths, co-accounts, and you put your money in these hoping to get a hold of it when you finally retire. But look what has happened. It turned out to be a gamble, investments. And as it goes into the market, and as the market crashed, the value of what you invested was gone. Blank sheets of paper. Nobody to answer to when it comes down to you're suffering such a loss. No one to address your concerns or give back to you that which was lost. Some people worked 30 years, and in a month, in the snap of a finger, it was gone in the twinkling of an eye. So you're in a situation today where you need a plan. I suggest to you that many of us don't fail because we are not astute, or we don't have the financial brilliance or acumen. Many of us fail because we just don't plan. We fail to plan. So what is your plan? You see, that's the questions that you'll have to wrestle with today in this hour, wherever you may be. What is your plan? But approach it this way. Where are you in life right now? Not what did you do yesterday? It's not about the war stories or the baggage. Where are you in life right now? Where would you like to be in the future? And more importantly, if you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? This is something that you can only answer for yourself, because where you are right now, you didn't see coming. You didn't see a work stoppage, closed doors orders, curfews, space and social distancing. You did not see this coming. Masks and gloves being worn, food stores now finding depleted shelves. Most of us did not see this coming because what we planned for yesterday is not our reality today. Our reality is our butt on a couch, our butt on a chair, laying across our bed, trying to figure out what's next. Well, what we need to realize in this plan is a mind shift. In order to get where we need to go, we need to get out of the false worship of things. And what did we worship? That piece of paper, that trash known as dollars. It has no value. Now, I'm encouraging you to provide this self-intervention. I want you to take a dollar bill or whatever you have, and I want you to write on it, I am a piece of paper and I control your entire life. Then I want you to stand in front of your mirror when you begin your mornings, begin your day. I'm not talking about before your prayers. I'm not talking about before your meditations and your readings. I'm talking about after you're ready to start that day. Help to remove yourself from the scourge of debt and the scourge of false worship and say in that mirror with that piece of paper in your hand, I am a piece of paper and I control your entire life. I guarantee you, you do it when you start your business day, the course of your day, you do it midday, and you do it in the evening. By the next day, you have a clear understanding of what you've been holding on to all your life was a false promise. See, because that piece of paper is a note, not just any kind of note. And let me tell you, the only value paper can actually have, it represents currency or money or a medium of exchange, but it doesn't have any strength or any power. It doesn't have any purchasing strength or purchasing power. You pay more rent for less house. You pay more for products, goods, and services today than you would have ever done 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago with that same piece of paper. It cannot hold value. So what do? We do what the wealthy has done. We've learned the number one secret. That millionaire secret is exchanging paper dollars into the world's best appreciating asset, which is gold. Why is gold considered in the world of economy and finance tier one? Tier one denotes no risk. There's no risk. There's no winners and losers in dealing with gold. There's only winners. Gold and silver are the only things deemed tender in the U.S. Constitution, but they have us running behind this piece of paper. And the only thing paper has proven to be consistently good for is wiping with it, writing notes on it, burning it, blowing into it. That's about the gist. So in that number one secret, that millionaire secret, in exchanging declining paper dollars for gold, we also have to break another mentality. Spending. See, poor and middle class, that really doesn't exist anymore. Rich and wealthy, they're here. So we want to redefine this. We'll just call it, for the sake of this conversation, the haves and the have-nots. And why do the have-nots have not? Because we're backwards in our approach, in our mentality, in our psychic. But that's not your fault. That's a societal trained thing. We spend what comes into our hands. We spend what we've earned through labor. And when we spend it, we command it to leave us. It's gone. And what do you have to do? You have to go back now and go back to that same plantation or go back to the way you gained that money, and you have to work 40, 60, 80 hours a week. Sometimes, like I used to do before I fired my boss, 90 hours a week to try to make up for lost time. So you save at the last minute. But what do we generally save for? Well, with the current mentality, we save for excursions, trips, cruises, celebrations of family and life. In truth, we save for memories, but we don't save for legacies. But if we do as the wealthy have done, when we save, we pay ourselves first. Can you save 10 cents to every dollar? Can you save a portion of what you earn for yourself? Don't you have a right to it? And then when you save it, how do you utilize it? What do? Do you just save it and hold it? You cannot build wealth with paper. We already cleared up what those uses are. But if you exchange that declining paper for an asset such as gold, you are now investing in yourself, and you're allowing, in a complete ecosystem, you're allowing that money to no longer be spent. You're allowing it to circulate, and it stays within your circle, And as a result, every time it goes around, it adds more value to your life, more value to your home, more value to your community. And as a result, it has the potential of producing generational wealth. So if you always do what you've always done, you will absolutely always get what you've always gotten, because there's just no time to continue to do what we've been doing. So what is the main problem? Well, the main problem, if we just want to look at this world and where it has us right now, the problem is we can't outwork exponential inflation with a linear income. Now, linear income means that which you earn by clocking in and clocking out, that which you earn when you signed up for the contract. You see, the cost of living continues to go up, but your wages don't. Your salary does not. And this has been a broken system. Well, the system worked for others for a long time, but it's never really truly worked for us, the common rank and file, the public. Why? Think about it. It's about the training. See, we weren't educated where we create a world and existence that society makes us equal in terms of societal beings, and we cohabitate, or not cohabitate, but we can live in peace collectively. No, you get 21 years of education from the age of 5, but it's really a training, and you get all these degrees, and sometimes you even get master's and graduate work done. To do what? To create a world or to get a job? Basically, that's what happens. We get a job, and it allows us to what we call hustle backwards. Ben Franklin, the philanthropist, and the person who stole credit for a lot of inventions, he said, you live until you're 18 and you're buried at 65. What exactly did he mean by that? Well, what he was saying basically is that when you're younger, you have the right to dream. You have the right to envision. You have the right to be whatever you like to be in the future, because you saw examples of it already been accomplished and done before. So if you saw a police officer and you saw the respect that police officer garnered growing up, you wanted to be a police officer. Or you saw the bravery of fire chiefs and fire departments, you might have wanted to be a fireman. Or you love education, you love to learn, and because you had such an appreciation for who you're learning from, you may want to go into education and be that teacher. But then something happens in life. Some of us find that we have great songstress, or we have the ability to act, or we're good with poetry, or we're good with certain artistic things. But this vehicle of training does not feed those aspirations. So by the time you get to 19, you're looking for a job, you're looking for employment, you're looking for work. And then you're sucked into the system, crushing the dream. Now, there's really nothing wrong with jobs, folks. It's not for everyone. And I know with what I'm sharing with you today, don't get offended, because I know I can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So if it doesn't sit well with you, it's just not for you. But I'm telling you, retirement has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with money. So when you work all those years, think about it, 40 years of work, 40 hours a week, and then you retire on 40% less than what you were earning in the first place. And on top of that, what you were earning actively wasn't enough. You saw how the cost of living was outpacing your wages and salaries. So now you're in a world of downsizing. I mean, we're downsizing all the time. So the great home that we were in, where everyone was living separate, the economy does not reflect or support the lifestyle. So now we find children moving back in with parents. Parents are now becoming daycare workers for the grandchildren. But wait, the grandparents still have a job and they're taking care of their elders. That's the dilemma. Well, it's a welcome dilemma, but it's a dilemma amongst the baby boomers. Do you know that 10,000 people are born every day in the world, not born, celebrate 60 years of age every day in the world? 10,000 people. And that's the bread and butter of this society. And now the bread and butter of this society is lacking so bad that they even have to go out and go back into the workforce and go into jobs. You've seen greeters before in Walmart and different places. They're 80 years old when the life expectancy after retirement is 81. And here you are working, trying to make ends meet all over again because what you attempted to do was crushed by the dream crushers, society. Now, look, jobs. I know many of us in the world of entrepreneurism and entrepreneurship, we declare it as just over broke. Job means just over broke. Or we will say jump out of bed. But a job is a role in society. A job, more related to this discussion, a job is selling time for money. And when you give away all your time freedom, all your financial freedom, all of your location freedom, and then have to go back to work, you don't find any peace until you rest in it. How about those who have new families starting? What kind of talk are you prepared to give your child as he or she grows? What are you prepared to say? That you're going to go to school for 12 years, college for 4 more years, and then work until you die? Is that the reality we want to leave our babies, the future we want to leave our babies? Warren Buffett, one of the great economists of this time, says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. May I share with you what was shared with me from our senior partner in Wealth Builders Worldwide and a great mentor to me, business partner, Mr. Michael L. Dalco? He says, if you don't find out what real money is, you will work until you die. And we told you right off the rip, right out the gate, that gold and silver were the only legal tenders of the Constitution. In fact, did you know that gold is mentioned 417 times in the Bible? Silver is mentioned 320 times. Money is mentioned 140 times. And at points, money is interchangeable with those two assets throughout the Bible and considered a reward and an honor from God. I don't see anywhere in there where it says fiat or cash or paper. Look, anything he says defined as money must be something that can store value. It must store your labor. It must be as worth as much or more in the future as it is today. Well, do we experience that with this trash that we worship or this cash? Let's see. In 1971, a gram of pure gold, which is what we carry, we are the world's largest distributors of pure high-grade gold bullion in small increments. That 1 gram of gold that we carry, which is LBMA, as you see here, in 1971 would have purchased 5 loaves of bread. But because the dollar was backed by that gold, it would purchase 4 loaves of bread. Well, that's pretty much commensurate, right? Because what happens is gold offers stability in any economy. But now that Nixon came along and removed that standard, what has happened to the power of the dollar? Today, 1 gram of gold will buy you 20 loaves of bread, if you can find it in today's economy. That US dollar, it won't even get you anything to fill between 2 slices of bread. In fact, you may not even get 2 slices of bread. Why? Because the dollar value worldwide is between 3 and 5 cents worldwide. See, family, this is why we get gold. We don't play with this thing. Because we talked about price stability. Well, what does price stability do in an economy? It generally levels the playing field. So what happens is the prices in the economy do not change much over time. It stays commensurate or in proportion to the cost of living when it's backed by an asset. So gold in 1920 was money, and money was gold. And you could spend 645 US dollars or 1 kilogram of gold to get that Model T Ford. Fast forward to 100 years later, and the average SUV or small truck will run you 40,000 US dollars. Is it because the dollar is so much greater? Is it because the dollar sings as you spend it? Is it because the dollar cooks your food, give you your gas? No, the dollar doesn't have the value. So when it's now 3 to 5 cents worldwide, that means every $5 bill is really only 15 cents. You have to stack more paper on top of paper to satisfy the desires of the seller or the manufacturer to get that vehicle. But if you today use that kilogram of gold, do you know that you can probably get 2 of those vehicles and get change back? Gold is money, y'all, and we have it for you. Look, here's something that many of you may be able to relate to. We talked about inflation already, where the price of goods and services go up, but the value of money decreases. So look at it this way. Look at that strong, sturdy $20 bill and all the groceries it filled in 1998 in that buggy or shopping cart. Now, the bill got lighter, bigger, brighter, whiter in 2005, and you got less for it. That means the worship of that bill was on. Now it's so faded because they promised you and failed you in the promise, to the point the dollar, the power has faded, and so has the buggy. So has the shopping cart. You're lucky to even get a picnic basket to fill at $20. In fact, you can walk into any store today with $20 and walk out with the items in your pocket or in your purse. That's how valueless the dollar has become. So how do we guarantee a six-figure income, the potential of a six-figure income, from the comforts and safety of your home? And you really should pay attention to this, and you really should share it with everyone that you can, because your home right now, and many of you, millions across the planet, you're not home by choice. We create residual income. Residual income is that which outpaces linear income. You're not clocking in for it. You're not clocking out for it. You're sharing an opportunity, and you're allowing the efforts of others to build you and make your money while you sleep. But you combine that with an appreciating asset. And the asset we talked to you about is gold, because gold outpaces, outdistances, and outruns inflation. In fact, when you have a home-based business, you are literally bracketed in the bracket of the wealthy. And it gives you tremendous tax advantages and gives you tremendous tax benefits under the U.S. tax codes. You don't want to live your life having that talk earlier like you did with the baby, only to find Donnie realizing the trick of Monopoly.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
But it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It is.
Fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
It's what?
Taxes.
Poor Donnie. Look, taxes are found in everything, family. Even when you conduct business outside the home, taxes could take as much as 40% of your income that you worked so hard for over the course of your career. In fact, when you make the contract to work, when you accept a wage and accept terms from the employer, or when you accept a contract and you sign off on that contract to receive a salary, what's never calculated in this how expensive it is to have a job. Now, mind you, I'm not knocking the job. Everybody has a role in society. But what I'm saying to you is we do not work with any kind of leveraging or negotiating power to include the fact that every day we have to pay for transportation, we have to pay for food, we have to pay for cleaning of uniforms, suits, or dresses to meet dress codes. We have to pay for our grooming, our standards, even down to brushing our teeth and taking the wax out of our ears. We've got all kind of perfumes, lotions, and notions and potions to be ready for a job that pays us 2 weeks later or maybe once a month. And none of that is factored in. But we pay taxes on all of it. And then we're taxed with the anxiety of having to work like this. Listen, Robert Kiyosaki, who you saw earlier, he gave us what is known as the cash flow quadrant. And he helped us to understand by breaking up in fours how the haves and have-nots operate. See, the have-nots are either employees or self-employed, meaning you own a job. Okay, this is 95% labor, but you only amass 5% wealth. But when you have a business that leverages itself inside of a system that works for you, then you're able to invest in yourself with that system, and you have reversed the shackles of self-employment and being an employee, because now you are doing 5% of the work and getting 95% of the wealth, because you're making money work for you and you not work for the money. Very key. So if you are to have a business, the best business to have is the home-based business, because a home-based business with a system allows you to leverage that business by maximizing those B and I quadrants. So at home, we offer you Karatbars International. And again, we've been around since 2011, based in Stuttgart, Germany. We have more than 140, or actually 146 to date countries. And what do? We specialize in the production and sale of high quality gold products in small transaction friendly weights. Here's our founder and CEO, Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, Senator Harold Seitz. He's a two-time author, The Future of Money and Think Big. He is founder of Karatbars International. And his mission is that I'm quoting him, my mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Now, our gold is available, it's affordable, it's transactional, and it's in small weights. You can get it, store it in your homes, store it in a safe place. You can leave it on account in this opportunity and get paid against what you save, because you cannot quantify the value of gold, because gold it comes from God. It is just as indestructible as the God who created it, and you can't quantify the good in God any more than you can quantify the goodness of gold. Who owns gold has always money, Dr. Seitz says. Well, it's no different than some of these people you worshiped in business schools. J.P. Morgan said the same thing. Gold is money. Everything else is credit. Hey, Alan Greenspan, this cat was over the Federal Reserve, where everybody's printing paper now. 9 years he spent there. He said gold is always accepted. Yeah, he might have accepted it, and the wealthy who knew the truth accepted it, but the masses of the people never knew because it was taken from us. That's a whole nother history and a whole nother seminar. Look. Then you have Robert Kiyosaki, who made it clear that gold is God's money. Let's show you what God has blessed us to do with this opportunity. This is our gold. This is cash gold. That means it's a note embedded inside of it as a store of value, gold. And it comes in cards. And it's available with comfortable transaction-friendly increments. Our gold is secure. Each cash gold card is equipped with a blacklight authentication feature on the front. It carries its own DNA. There's no way in the world you cannot know that the gold is real, pure, the highest grade of gold that nations use to settle debt. You now have access to it to settle and leverage the economy under your own roof. It's physical. This is not an ETF. This is not a paper certificate that tells you have gold somewhere in the sweet by and by, hoping that it's available to you. No, this is physical gold, and it can be stored for free on account, and you can earn from the storage, or you can have it shipped freely to you. Hey, it's also digital. This cash gold can be used across platforms and like online purchasing. It can be used like a digital currency to purchase within our ecosystem. And it's convertible. Cash gold can be exchanged for cash within the ecosystem without having it shipped home to you, or you can utilize it in online purchases, or that which you have shipped to you, you can take it and do over-the-counter exchanges with K Merchant and K Exchange is accepted. Gold is accepted everywhere. Gold is money. So let me show you how you get it. Because working from a simple, duplicatable business from the comforts of your home, you'll find financial security and independence. You have hedging against times of crisis. And all you have to do is open up a free account to get started. And what do we do in this compensation plan? We give you the power of combining leverage and exponential growth. J. Paul Getty, documented as one of the world's first billionaires. He said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Well, that is true, because that is a system. And when that system works for you, like corporations have done in the past, like your government has done in the past, as your employer has done in the past, where they utilize the efforts of others to enjoy their work, less effort on their own, and make the money off of you, you the residual income from everyone else. Now you have the opportunity to gain residual income from the world, from the comfort of your home. Do you have a phone? Do you have a laptop? Do you have an iPad or tablet? Then you have access to 8 billion people around the world. 99% of them don't even know that gold is money and available to them. Now, here's my little disclaimer. We are not a financial advisor. We're not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. I can guarantee that you can make money in Karatbars International from home. What I cannot guarantee is how much you will make because it depends on 4 Ds, the 4 Ds of the alphabet. 4 Ds. It depends on your dream, your desire, your determination, and your discipline to make it happen. It starts with getting rid of that God we worship called Federal Reserve note. Anyway, here's our compensation plan. Our free gold savings account. Once you obtain it, and what is it required? All you need is your name, your address, a phone number. You choose a username, you choose a password, and you provide your date of birth, and you are in business in 146 countries. And you have the ability to exchange that paper that we talked about earlier for its value in gold. And that is a savings plan. Okay, so let's look at the bonuses that come with that free gold savings account. As you save, you get paid to do it. So from a free position now, you save gold for yourself and share this with others, how they can do the same, and you can make money. But look, let's say you maximize this plan, but you have your free account, but now you decide you want to tell at least 5 people, and they do what you have done with the plan. Do you know you can earn up to 6% commission into infinity monthly? That's a monthly earning. What kind of interest did you get from your bank annually? 0.001 and 0.002% of 10,000. You earn what, 9 cents? Please. In this opportunity, you can earn up to 6% monthly on just saving in gold, exchanging that paper dollar, that declining paper dollar, for its value in gold that always holds value and appreciates. Gold will never fall to zero. What's in your wallet today? How's it working for you? Now we have another option with this plan. You can combine it with our dual system. Okay, our dual system means you want to earn more. Simply put, you want more. You want to earn more than just once a month. You can earn 5 times a month in this opportunity, because when you combine it as a business to your savings, then what happens is you earn once for a monthly for your savings, and you earn 4 times a month rather, for your business. You acquire a business package, and the package pays for itself. It allows you to get goods and services already included in that package. When you see the opportunity, when you see how your money grows, and as you learn the culture of wealth building, you're going to want to tell others. You're not going to be able to believe it. And what happens? They're going to do what you've done because they trust what you've shown them. And what happens? You start getting paid for the duplication of your partners. Then you have direct commission. Now, the direct commission from these packages, you have 3 generations of commission. These are standard all the way across the board. The first, second, and third generation. What does that mean? That means if you acquire a package that comes with a status, bronze, silver, gold, or VIP, when you sell that package to the next person, you get a 10% commission right off the rip. But if that person makes it available to a second person, you now get a 3% commission off of that effort. And if that second person makes it available to a third person, you get a 2% commission off of that effort. Now, that may not seem like a lot to you, but this is where leverage and exponential growth comes in. I want you to pay very close attention. Suppose you did like me and didn't only tell 10 people. And one person, you told 10. And those 10 people did what you did. Well, that 10 now becomes 100 people, and you're earning 3% off the 100 people. But wait, if those 100 people do as it was instructed by me from the original 10, guess what happens? When they duplicate what I do, then I see 2% commission off of 1,000 people, along with the 3% from the 100 people, along with the 10% from the 10 people. But I told more than 10 people. I'm free from jobs. When this thing crashed and when the jobs closed down, I was already free. I had already retired my employer. Look, there's a component with this that comes known as the dual team bonus. This is powerful. Now, I talk about the status of bronze, silver, gold, and VIP. Well, what separates those statuses, you do the same thing with any business package you have in Karatbars, but what comes with these statuses are pay grades. So if you want to get paid on the hamburger level, 40 euros, you have a bronze package. If you want to get paid with the full course meal, appetizers, soup, salads, entrees, steak, dessert, and a fine beverage, you get the VIP, and you earn 80 euros. Okay, now this is a European-based company, so euros is the standard of currency, but the euro dollar is stronger than the US dollar. That means when you convert that euro dollar of commission, you'll see more money US side. This is leverage and exponential growth. So dual commission works like this. Every time anyone on your left team or right team acquires gold products or business packages, it creates the power of units. When units accumulate, you earn what is known as a dual team payout, the ability to get paid for your saving and your referral services. So when 25 units are conducted on one side and 50 are collected on the other, you get what's known as a dual team payout, or what we affectionately call the DTP. Well, how long does this last, brother? Does it last for a week? Does it last for a year? How far can I go with this opportunity? It runs into infinity. That's forever, folks. There are no levels in Karatbars. That means that you can build as far wide with the opportunity on the unit level and as far deep as you care to as a dual commission or a dual system. And you can get paid from anywhere from 40 euros, which is around roughly right now, currently $43 US, or 80 euros VIP per payout, which is a little more than $100 US. And you can get paid. Well, let me ask you this. How many times were you able to get paid in the same pay period from the same job doing the same thing? You get one check, wouldn't you? Well, in our world, you can get a dual team payout up to 180,000 times a week. And we don't discourage anything in this opportunity. We don't shun away from those who have a bronze, silver, or gold and not a VIP. Let me tell you something. Under this system, as a bronze, do you know you can earn up to $1.3, $1.4 million a week at 180,000 dual team payouts per week? You cannot quantify the value, the power, and the lucrative activity that gold produces. Look, you're going to learn about another element known as matching bonuses. We'll get to that. But the multi-gold packages give you a direct commission, as we explained, at 10, 3, and 2%. It also allows you to have unit-level bonus against your savings. The matching bonuses you're about to learn of, and it produces 7+ income opportunities just dealing in the multi-gold packages. We make this available because we know and understand that gold is money. You get 5 commissions per month with acquiring this package, weekly in the dual system and monthly in the unilevel system, and it's all paid and provided for on our personal, privately issued and owned Karatbars MasterCard. That means all the commissions you earn, you have it on your MasterCard, and you can use that MasterCard anywhere in the world. Here's one level of matching bonuses, because when people acquire packages, you get free gold. If you have a VIP package, let's look at that VIP 7. It comes with discount cards you can offer to people against their acquisition. It has a price point. It comes with a gold match. That means you will receive 1.4, almost 1.5 grams of gold for free. 7 generations into the opportunity. That means if they told 7 people and 7 people get that package, you're going to receive 7 generations of 1.4 grams of gold. Here's our second VIP package, VIP multi-gold pack number 6. It gives you 0.8 grams of gold. And the packages, as they go lower in number, they offer less in gold, but it's free gold nonetheless. And what you need to understand is that this is just one sale. See that package 7? It goes 7 generations. So the one that sells that, it provides you 7 generations of strength from that one working, that one's efforts. And it multiplies because, again, you're not going to tell just one. Free gold, you're going to tell 10, 20, 30, 40 people. I have 200 people that I personally sponsored, and I have more than 2,000 people in our organization. Matching bonuses. Here's the other power of matching bonuses. You saw the power of receiving free gold, which still translates into money, but I'm going to show you where you can get free cash. See, in this opportunity, when other people get paid for what they do, Karatbars gives you a matching bonus of 5% just because they got paid. So look, if you're 7 generations deep as a VIP, you're getting 5% bonuses against, like me, maybe 200 people who might get paid or 300 people that might get paid. And those matching bonuses can come daily. People can get paid in real time every day, every second of the day in Karatbars. You just receive it in 5 different points of the month. So each status carries a different generational strength. So you can clearly see VIP is the place to be. Why? Because it gives you the top of the, it places you at the top of the compensation plan. But if you're not ready to get there yet, get in where you fit in. We don't care, because we know it all translates into you being wealthy and creating legacy wealth for your family, for your children's children. And we have a fast track promotion known as 5 and 5. This means if you sponsored 5 new affiliates within the first 5 weeks from acquiring your business package at any level or higher, Karatbars will upgrade you to the next highest package status at no cost. So say, for example, you have a silver package. You have a silver package, you get it today, and in 5 weeks, if you convince 5 people to acquire a package, or not convince, but if they acquire a package at your status or higher, Karatbars will upgrade you to gold. And then if it happens again inside that same 5 weeks, your silver package or higher, Karatbars upgrade you to VIP and you're in. There are also long-term incentives where you'll be awarded by Karatbars anything from this leather bag up to $1 million villa or home anywhere in the world of your choice. You point it out on the map, Karatbars will build it from the ground up and give you keys and deed in your name free and clear. Our payment system, as I talked about earlier, we have a MasterCard. Our MasterCard is privately issued and is personalized. Karatbars and MasterCard International are in a direct partnership. You can order the card directly from your back office, and your commissions will be deposited onto your card account, and you can access your cash anywhere in the world from any bank or ATM. And if you're true to your savings plan, there's a loyalty bonus. If you're saving consistently 12 months consecutively, Karatbars will reward you with free gold. And depending on how large your organization is, how well you maxed out the opportunity, you could earn up to 25 grams of gold per month. Free. Shipped directly to your home by FedEx. So these are the Karatbars Advantages family. You know, we're a 9-year-old company. We're operating in 146 countries. Our physical products anywhere in the world delivered by FedEx. All commissions are paid on the MasterCard you just saw. And there are 1 million affiliates worldwide a part of this opportunity. Don't think it's oversaturated. There are 8 billion people in the world. We have a complete support system. There's no cost to register. It is free. You have a hard time wrestling with that, don't worry about it. Just watch us. But it's free. If you can find me something that costs less than free, I might even entertain it. But look, not only is it free to register and develop your account, organize your account, but there are no mandatory monthly costs or fees. You are issued, no cost to you, a 24-hour, 7 days a week, state-of-the-art, multi-million-dollar software operational as soon as you approve or verify your email address when you sign up for your free gold savings account. And that way you can monitor activities personally of your product. And the product is 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold. You can have it shipped through that account. You can have it stored through that account. You can have it moved across platforms that you control in that account because you're a part of an entire ecosystem. So you have a complete wealth building machine. And I know you've heard the phrase before that you're in the right place at the right time, but I'm here to tell you you're in the right place ahead of time. Our goal is to give people across the world a safe platform, a method to transfer from currency into gold bullion, 1 gram at a time or more. So what are we going to do, Ebony Jet Khan? There are 3 types of people after seeing this presentation. I might have had you at gold from the beginning, and you said, I'm in. You might have listened to all those experts. You might have listened to Mr. Kiyosaki, Mr. Murphy. You might have listened to Mike Maloney. You might have listened to all of these entities that helped you to understand that gold is money, and that's the path of the wealthy. And you are ready to sign up right now. Well, go ahead and get your free gold savings account right now. You might be excited about the opportunity, yet and still have some questions. Well, we have trainings and supports that are available to you that help you along in this opportunity. Get back with the one who introduced the opportunity to you, or talk to Brother Rockman or myself, and we've been more than happy to walk you straight into wealth and prosperity. Then there's the other fella, The one who says, hey, I hear you, but this is just not for me. This might not be for me. Well, it does baffle me because I would not know what part of it is not for you. Do you not want to save money or make money? Either way, you should go ahead and get your free account, because as this economy will never return to what it was, but you have the ability to absorb the friction and rise above it, or rise above the emotion and grow into the reality of the hard asset and the finance and the leverage that it produces, you'll already be positioned and ready to go, because you not only have a free gold savings account, but you have the benefit to reap the reward of others that come behind you. So now you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. We have Next Level Networker Bootcamp approaching May 16th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is an online virtual event. It's the Next Level Networker Bootcamp. You can get the information and your tickets at www.wbwevents.com. That's www.wbwevents.com. It's a Wealth Builders Worldwide event. You'll learn more about the world of Karatbars. You'll see a plethora of trainers, as well as the founders and CEOs of Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. Tyrone and Mrs. Valerie Best. Again, you can find much of our trainings and the activities under my YouTube channel, Eric Teray Muhammad. And you can find me on LinkedIn and Facebook pages and join the many wealth groups that I have. And those of you at this wonderful conference, you can go to therealmoney.com to learn more about the opportunity, or you can reach out to Brother Abdul Rahman directly at area code 313-574-9363 and let him know that you're ready to get busy and get your free gold savings account going right now. In fact, if you just want to get it going now and talk to him afterwards, just go to www.cashtogoldsavings.com and get busy. That's going to conclude what I have for you, family. And I want to thank you for the opportunity allowing me to share with you. I will be back at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday right here on my channel. And I'm going to share with you a very exclusive presentation known as The Package. So with that being said, I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Teray Muhammad. Thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to share with you, to explore with you. And I look forward to seeing you in the very next stream. See you at 3 p.m. Eastern today, right here at Eric Teray Muhammad. Peace.